Hello everybody, welcome back after our loss to Inter Milan in the last episode in the Champions League. Today we have a must-win match in the Champions League Group G, sixth game of the qualifications to get us through to the knockout stages of this year's Champions League, which we'll see come up after the World Cup break. Can we do it? Let's go and find out. Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. First of all, in the Champions League Group G, Game 6, it's against Copenhagen, and then a Premier League match against Liverpool. Both games are at home, and as you will see from this, these are today's games. All 8 o'clock kickoffs because they're the last round of games, of course, and FC Bayern is at home to Inter. That other game we will be watching avidly. But this is what the group looks like as it stands at the moment. 5 games played. Bayern are have already qualified with 10 points. We are in second with 7 points, and I don't think we could still pass them if they were to lose to Inter. We were to beat Copenhagen. And by more than 2 clear goals, then we could still go through as group winners, and I think that's beneficial in the knockout rounds. I think with the draw, but I'm not sure by how, what, or where. But at this stage, just qualification would be nice because, as you see, Copenhagen and Inter Milan both breathing down our necks. Both have 6 points. We only have 1 point more than them. A loss or a draw would cause us catastrophic worry, depending on what Bayern does against Inter, of course. So a win is almost a must in this particular round of games from our perspective. Previously, the other other groups that played last night, groups A to D, and as you'll see, other English teams in there. Tottenham beating Dynamo, Kiev by 1-0. They qualify as group winners over Milan. And Manchester City beating Barcelona by 5-2 in their group. And again, they qualified 16 points. So they've got pretty much maximum points from there. 6 games, in fact, just dropped those 2 points against Barcelona in the 0-0 draw, which I think was the opening game of the group. Barcelona also going through with them, and the other British side, of course, is Celtic, who managed to beat Juventus by 1-0 and actually qualify as a consequence of that ahead of Ajax and Shakhtar. So all in all, pretty good in this half of the draw. I think there is ourselves and Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool are in Group H, and they play Parthenope from Italy in their qualification round. They currently sit in second place behind PSG, both on 10 points, but with Parthenope picking up 8, Liverpool cannot afford to slip up today. If Parthenope were to beat Liverpool, they would overtake them, of course, and take up that other qualification space. So they do need to win in their group. Nothing's happened in the Premier League while you've been away. Of course, we jumped straight to this one because of our loss to Inter Milan. We were going to go forward a little bit and come back just before the international break for the World Cup. So we've jumped in with this one. Let's go, without any more to do, let's go through and have a look at the team that is going to face Copenhagen for this critical Champions League match. And the team for this one, Kepa in goal, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Fofana and James, our defensive line. We tweaked around with this last time. It's Thiago Silva that's the ball-playing defender. There we go. Kovacic and Jorginho in midfield. Sterling, Mount and Barbosa are attacking midfield in front of them, and they're behind Havertz, who is up front for this one. We've left... Well, I was going to say we've left... oh, there he is, Brozier. I was thinking we hadn't got him on the bench either then for a minute. Brozier is on the bench for this one, despite doing very well domestically. He had a bit of a howler when it came to the match against Inter. So Havertz is the sort of more bigger game player. So we've put him up front for today's game. On the bench then, Mendy, Calabai, Kante, Brozier, Chalobah, Pulisic, Abangamang, Azpilicueta, Gallagher, Hudson-Odoi, Zarika and Loftus-Cheek. As you join us at Stamford Bridge for this one, the teams as they line up, of course. I'll have it scored 10 from 18 games. And this is Copenhagen. They are playing a one in defensive midfield, so they're playing 3 in midfield. They're playing in all white tonight. We're playing in all blue. And now the standard Champions League start. And of course, if we have music on, we would have the Champions League music. Not listened to that yet in your own game, and it's worth a listen. Headed back across, but not cleared. Raheem Sterling wins the ball. Mount, who was up forward, and he's been tackled and the ball given away. Not a mark. Tries to chip the goalkeeper, but it's wide of the mark. And our first threat is dealt with. Mount with a free kick from just outside the area. He's got it over the top, and the goalkeeper, I think, has clutched that away. Presume it was going in, and Mount will have the corner. Mount then swings it in for Fafana, just wide of the post. Looking for that near post. Corner. Havertz with a free kick this time. Swings it in again. The goalkeeper having to get rid of it. Mount will have another corner from that far side. 14 minutes on the clock. Mount then. It's gone in this time. And it's Wesley Fafana getting us in front after 15 minutes. From a corner. Slightly different. A little bit deeper. Not so near post. It's more middle of the thing. And Fafana moves across to it and puts it in the back of the net. James with a throw into Jorginho. Back to James. James crosses deep. Looking for who was there. Sterling. But it's headed clear. And they potentially could come away with it. But they're not going to. Chilwell has tracked back. Thiago Silva. Jorginho. Through to Gabby. Gabby comes inside. He's had a go and he's had a shot. Gabriel Barbosa, his second of the season, and what a time to score it. 2 goals in fairly quick succession here. Puts us in the box seat. It's for us to throw away now. The defender had won that and didn't deal with it and get rid of the ball, but Barbosa come back for it and made them pay. Basically, mistake by Copenhagen, and as it currently stands, Bayern Munich are top on 11 points. They are, what's their score? They're currently 0-0 with Inter. We have 10 points. Inter have 7 points. Copenhagen have 6 points. So we are in the qualification seat as it stands. Towards the half-hour mark. 9 shots, 6 on target so far. Not many highlights, but I'm happy with that. And Bayern Munich has gone one up. Mazulia, the scorer against Inter. So that knocks Inter out of the frame for now. Excuse me. So 2 goals in 3 minutes for Fana with on a corner from Mount, and Jorginho supplying Barbosa, who lost the ball and then won it back, getting the second on 18 minutes. 13 shots, 7 on target, so good 50%, 1.07. We've had 70% of the possession, so really not really allowing Copenhagen to get into the game at all. 2 shots they've had, none on target, 0.09. Let's not let them back in. And as the second half is underway, no changes at half time. As we head towards the hour mark. And we do have a highlight. Ball cleared long upfield and it's headed forward and they're onto the ball. He's gone around the goalkeeper. It's gone in. Karamoko gets one back for Copenhagen. That's exactly what we didn't want. Easy, that was a long ball. Just one touch into Karamoko. And who was the defender who didn't... we know that's Kepa, who really dived for the ball. Shouldn't have dived for the ball, just stayed on his feet. Fafana and Karamoko puts that in the back of the net. Demand more. That one shot on target and got it. Very disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. We switch to this formation. Sterling. The question is, do we take anybody off? Kai Havertz not having the best of games up front. Do we take him off? Mason Mount is getting tired in that spot. I'm tempted to drop Havertz back into there and bring Broja on up front. Maybe just go a little bit longer. Bayern still winning 1-0 against Inter. As it stands. Back underway again. Kovacic, Jorginho looking for Barbosa on that far side, and it's come back inside. That route one again, but it's been cut out by Barbosa. Barbosa crosses it into the area and it's swept in by Kai Havertz. He's 11th of the season and puts us 2 goals to the good again. Clinical in the end. Poor ball out by the goalkeeper, only as far as Barbosa. Barbosa brought the ball down nicely, cut it inside, and Havertz does his usual of sweeping it into the back of the net. And we're back into the slot. A bit more comfort. 8 minutes after they scored. And we've gone past the 70-minute mark. I think it's time for some changes. Reece James is tired, and Azapaqueta can come on for him. On that right side is not his favoured side. Right, Mason Mount is tired, so we're going to move Havertz back here, and we're going to bring Broja on up front for Mount. And at the moment, I am tempted to leave it at that. back underway. Free kick to Copenhagen. Over the top, Thiago Silva brings it down. Fofana, Jorginho. Jorginho flicks one over the top. And Broja is in and scores 11th goal of the season. He waited for the defender to make a mistake and pounced, and I think that's pretty much it now. With 74 minutes on the clock, Jorginho's ball over the top. Custard juggles the ball and juggles it badly, and Broja pounces on the ball and made no mistake. His good form continues. Just realised there's a player on their team called Strudel. All you need is some custard now to go with the Strudel. And they're in here again. Oh, that's gone wide. And gone out for a corner for Fofana, I think. He's looking tired now. Maybe times for some more changes. Chilwell heads that one clear. As far as Rooney. Not the Rooney, I don't think. Crossed back in. Fofana heads it out. And it's gone away. So. Wesley Fofana can be replaced by Koulibaly. We'll do that. Do we make any other changes at the moment? I don't think so. We're going well. Let's leave it going well. Fists. We'll tell him that we want the scoreline kept intact. We have a corner on that far side. Chilwell with the corner then. Swings it in. Thiago Silva. That's the 5th goal of the game for Chelsea. And definitely puts it to bed. Swept in. Thiago Silva gets up cleanly. Nobody there. And that's the end of that. Copenhagen completely blown away. 90 minutes is up. 3 minutes of injury time. It's all over here at Stamford Bridge. Broja coming on and doing a fine job, but those, well, everybody's played their part, really. Even Azpilicueta come on and did his, even though he's picked up a yellow card. So a comprehensive win. 50% of the shots on target, which is what I like. 2.90 on the XG. 69% possession. Against their 10 shots, only 2 on target, one of which was a goal, which was a bit of a mistake as well. But they went route 1 for that one. Let's have a final look at the table then, here in Group G in the Champions League. So the final Group G table looks like this. Bayern winning the group with 13 points. Chelsea finishing in second with 10 points. And then came Inter and Copenhagen with 6 points each. Bayern beating Inter by that single goal from Mazulia after 35 minutes. Liverpool drawing 1-1 with Parthenope. How did they finish their group then? They finished second behind PSG with enough points, 11 points. They could have won that group, actually, if they'd beaten Parthenope. Parthenope finishing with 9 points. So they've done really, really well, only losing that one match to PSG in that group. Drew twice against Liverpool and beating Ladegrätz in both of their games against them. So that's how that group finished up. So I think all the English sides have qualified through for that one. We'll work our way through these. We have 3 days down to the next game, and it is that game against Liverpool. We've just seen there drawing with Parthenope in the Premier Division. It's they're currently 4th in the Premier Division. We are second, 33 points. Liverpool on 30 points. So it's a 6-pointer. If we can beat them, we open up a bigger gap over them. If they beat us, they will overtake us, I think, because they have a better goal difference than us in order to beat us. Obviously, they'll have to score more goals than us. So, yeah, it's anybody's really, and it's pretty even Stevens as it stands. But we do need to pull another result from that one. Let's go and have a look at the team that will face Liverpool. Well, with injuries and other things going on, the team looks a bit depleted, but this is the team that will face Liverpool in this important Premier League game. Even more important because Manchester City have only managed a draw against Leeds, which means that if we can win this one, we close in to just 1 point behind them. Kepa carries on in goal, Chilwell, Chalobah and Fofana in central defence alongside Azpilicueta out on the right. Kovacic and Kante in front of them. Sterling, Havertz and Hudson-Odoi are in behind Broja for this one. Mendy, Zakaria, Pulisic, Abangimang, Thiago Silva, Jorginho, Barbosa, James and Loftus-Cheek on the bench for this one. Barbosa we would normally play in the right side, and also I think Thiago Silva, but both, as you will see, are quite tired. They may well come on and make substitute appearances, but we'll sit on the bench for this one. And check on our recent form: 4 wins, 1 loss. Loss against, I think it was Bayern, FC Bayern. Oh no, it was Inter. Sorry, I was telling lies. Missed the Liverpool bit there. But Liverpool are in 4th with 30 points. I've said they can overtake us if they win today. Let's try and avoid that if we can. Liverpool in their all-red kit. And Alexander-Arnold with a free kick. Oh, it's come back off the crossbar. Chalobah gets rid of it. And Chalobah's picked up a yellow card already. Early in this first half. Liverpool come forward again. Goes out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Close down. Kovacic getting in there. The ball's in. Straight into the arms of Kepa. Thank you. That'll do. Highlight. Going all Liverpool way at the minute. Comes forward. Diaz into Firmino, and it's come through to Mo Salah, but he was offside. And we survive again. Hudson-Odoi now on that far side. Kante. It's going to be one of those days when we need to make our chances count. Raheem Sterling not quite getting under that. Chilwell crosses it deep. It's headed in and goes wide. From Broja. Mo Salah with a free kick. Swings it in. It's cleared by Fofana. Milner gets it in for Firmino. It's here. Luis Diaz. And we were inviting them in. They've been the most positive side so far. We'll see this against Salah. Fofana heads it clear. Milner gets to the ball before Broja, who was coming back defending, but put into the area, and Luis Diaz had space to put it in the back of the net. Right, demand more. We've had 1 shot, nothing on target. They've had 6 shots and 4 on target. What are we doing? Liverpool go in front of us in the table. need to check. You see, why? Just don't understand why this is not done. It should be done. We've clicked on the thing in the pre-match. Just don't get it at all. It's almost like assistant hasn't done his homework properly. And they have a free kick. Do that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change to that formation. As an advanced playmaker on support. Swap around. Gomez with the free kick. Chilwell cuts that one out. Azpilicueta heads it to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi comes forward. Looking for Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling. He's put it wide. Oh dear. And as I said, we won't get many chances, but we're going to have to put them away, and we haven't. Liverpool with a corner. Oh, that was poor. And we go 2 down. No, we don't. Been cancelled out. Right, and that's the only other thing I want FM to fix. It says paused at the top there. I know it's paused, but I want to see what time we've got on the clock so I know what I'm doing. We're going attacking to try and get something back out of this game. Not quite on the half-hour mark. Liverpool in the first quarter of the match. We've come back into this since. Not done anything. Luis Diaz needs marking. Diaz. Always mark him. Changes as Liverpool come out from the back again. 2 minutes of injury time in this first half. 1-0 down at the moment. That's headed on, but Kappa is going to pick that up. Chilwell, can we get back on level terms for half time? It would be really good if we could. Chilwell gone on a nice run. Can he get this ball in? He's held the ball up, crosses it, and Liverpool survive on this occasion, but it's tackled Havertz, and Becker makes the save. Again, another opportunity we should have probably had. Chilwell with an outswinger. Swings it out. I've missed everybody. Azpilicueta comes across for it, and half-time is going to come, and we are a goal down. They've had 10 shots, 5 on target, 1.56, 51% of the possession. We've had 9 shots, just the 2 on target up to date, 49%. We did come back into that as the first half wore on. I want to see a much improved second half. Back underway. Can we get back into this in this second half? Still in attacking mode. Drop down to third as it stands, and Liverpool with the highlight as they come out. Oh, Chalobah lost the ball there, but he's got it back. Kante, he's well offside, whoever that was. And Becker cleans up. Rolled out to Matip. Milner comes forward. And over the top, looking for Luis Diaz. Kepa keeps him at bay. A second goal now would probably end our chances. An outswinger from Robinson. Swings it out and deep, but headed away. Chalobah. Liverpool still on the ball, but it's cut out by Havertz. Forward to Broja, but obviously didn't come to anything. Clawing our way back into this game, bit by bit. And I think, I'm not quite sure what's on the clock, because we can't see. And I think it's time to make some changes. We have some tired legs out there. Right, Azpilicueta. He's tired as well, but he's going to go out for Chilwell. And Chilwell will swap out. We'll bring on Reece James on that right side. Raheem Sterling. He's going to be replaced by Aubameyang. Hudson-Odoi. He's going to be replaced by Barbosa. And one in midfield of Wesley Fofana is tired. We're going to bring on Thiago Silva for him. Do we swap Thiago Silva and Chalobah over? Looks like the most sensible thing to do. Thiago Silva better as the ball-playing defender. Those are the 4 changes for the moment. 1 left to do, and it could be Kovacic in midfield. Could be the other one. Barbosa. He's better as an inverted winger, and we're going to make him attack. Aubameyang inside forward on support, and see if we can break through. Thinking Havertz could probably go into attacking mode. Right, let's do the team talk. Point the finger. I have faith in you. Get out there and make a difference. There's plenty of time to change this game. Go out there and make it happen. That's the one. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get back in this game, because if not, Liverpool are going to pass us. We have got back in. We've had 12 shots, 4 on target, as we head down to 80 minutes. Azpilicueta to Havertz. Havertz to Barbosa. Azpilicueta took a shot and it was poor at that. And Liverpool picked the ball back up and come forward. But Kante comes back and nicks the ball back. Kepa now on the ball. Chalobah. Kepa. Thiago Silva, who's come on for Fofana. Kovacic. Over the top to Broja. Broja. Yes! He's 12th of the season, and we are back level after 80 minutes. It's taken a long while, but we've got there in the end. Lovely build from the back. Over the top in the end to Broja. Broja pushes it out, commits the goalkeeper, and puts it away. Once he's in the box, nobody's going to tackle him. Otherwise, there's a penalty ensuing. We have a highlight from kickoff. And Liverpool will be looking to straight back on level terms. Aubameyang. Oh, it was a poor ball by Aubameyang, but it's cut out by James. Broja. Broja's fine, looking for Havertz. It was just a little bit in front of him, and the defenders were equal to it. Chalobah. It's headed down. Luis Diaz goes out wide. Azpilicueta heads it down, but it's not really that effective. And that's crossed into the area. And Carvalho puts them back in front literally a minute after we scored. Carvalho with all the time in the world. Before we do that, let's make this final change. Kovacic or Kante. We might take Kante off for Jorginho. Jorginho is better as a deep lying playmaker, so we'll take him off and swap Kovacic and him over. Less of the evils. That's the 5 changes that we can make. And I don't know, we've got a lot left in the tank, to be fair. Opposition instructions as we make these final changes. A little too late, Lazare. I just wish these were done automatically. Always trigger press. Always trigger press when the ball is played to. Carvello. Just feels like it should be that and that. As he's a striker, it just must have a look. If you know whether you can set this so that it automatically happens, please drop me a note in the comments below. Faith in you get out there and make a difference for Jorginho. I think it might be too little too late though. Carvello has a free kick, swung in, it's cleared. Barbosa is on it, and we come forward on the counter. Barbosa, not a poor ball over the top, but Barbosa gets back on the ball. Kovacic back to James. James has a shot from distance. It's gone over the top though. I think we're going to end up this game. We may even slip down to 4th because Manchester United will only be a point behind us and have a game in hand. Kovacic, Barbosa, poor ball in, and it's over the top. Luis Diaz, Firmino, back to Luis Diaz, and he's got it in, and that is it. It's all over. 3-1. And disappointment ensues. We really have to not lose these games. Luis Diaz is second of the game. Corner from James. Can't even get a consolation goal now. 4 minutes of injury time. Broja back out to James. James squirming to try and get there, and the header from Broja in the end goes wide. And I think injuries and tiredness from midweek with the lack of depth on the bench has meant that we've lost this game in the end. 20 shots, 7 on target against their 15 and 9. We had the better of the XG, so we really did come back into this game, including possession. Just couldn't find a way through. I think the way they lined up with this defensive formation possibly should have matched them up, actually. Would have been a way of doing it. But there you go. We've stuck to our guns. We've tried to go the way that we like to go, and it's not come off on this occasion. And confirmation of the consequences of that loss to Liverpool. Liverpool overtake us now with 4 goals difference in the old goal difference stakes. And Manchester City have a 4-point gap at the top of the table. Liverpool in second on 33, just ahead of us, as I say, on goal difference. We have 33 points in third, but I am anticipating Manchester United overtaking us. So we will finish, I think, today in 4th place. Some 6 points, well, maybe not 6 points clear of Wolves, might only be 3 points clear of Wolves. And in huge danger of getting sucked back into this particular part of the table. So we really need to do some things, really. And it's not good that the World Cup is looming in front of us. Poor day at the office then. We managed to qualify for the Champions League, but that is about it. Right, with all this sort of stuff will go on. One thing I do want to have a look at, if we can, is just a quick look to see when the Champions League round of 16 draw is going to be drawn. So we are currently here. The draw will be on the 7th. So in the next episode, we will have the draw for the group of 16. But I don't anticipate us actually coming back before the other side of the World Cup. So we will be coming back around about Christmas time, just ahead of the transfer window. Leicester at home, Wolves away from home will be the next episode. We're going to play Blackburn, Nottingham Forest, Juventus and Roma offline. And what I say, we will come back and see how that all fits out, and we will have the draw for the knockout stages of the Champions League as well. In that episode, we'll start it with the draw, basically. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with everything that happens on this particular series and also on future series. As they are released, of course, we will be releasing new series once the full version of FM23 is out. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud, currently released every weekday at 4:15 p.m. As I said yesterday, we will be releasing them for the rest of this week at 4:15. The rest of next week at 4:15, even though the full version is out on Tuesday of next week, a week today. And then once that's out, we will finish that week with episodes all week, and then we'll go with a new series coming in as well. We will interlock those, and I'll let you know what the schedule is going to be. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening when there's videos released, as I said, you must subscribe, and as well as subscriber, follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. That way you can keep up with all, because I'll let you know what's happening on there as well. Look, thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 9. It's out tomorrow, Wednesday, when we'll be finding out who we've drawn in the knockout stages of the Champions League, who won the World Cup, and we'll be back to the Premier League and find out what we need to do to get ourselves back near the top of the table. All that and more is answered tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.